Guys, jumpa lagi dengan gue Davin. Hari ini gue lagi ada di salah satu workshop yang paling keren yang pernah gue lihat ya. Ini kita lagi ada di workshop, namanya ini adalah Pit Stop Otomotif. Nah, di Pit Stop Otomotif ini kebetulan lokasinya dekat sama workshop kita ya, daerahnya ada di daerah Bursa Otomotif Sunter. Ini tuh di daerah Yosudarso-nya gitu, jadi deket ya dari sini. Nah, jadi hari ini kita lagi bawa CGR Yaris. Untuk di sini kita lagi mau wheel alignment dulu karena kemarin habis ganti coilover KW V3 dan hari ini kita mau adjust dikit camber-cambernya gitu, mau dicek karena udah selesai pemasangan shocknya. Nah, yang menariknya di sini adalah technician-nya itu bukan orang lokal ya. Jadi technician itu beberapa memang orang lokal dan tapi head mekaniknya itu 2 orang adalah orang bule. Jadi ada yang dari UK sama ada yang dari Jerman. Tadi kita udah ngobrol-ngobrol. Habis ini coba ya kita tanya-tanya plus kita kasih lihat apa aja sih service yang bisa dilakuin di sini. Yuk kita langsung aja kenalan ya. Wah, di belakang gue banyak banget ya mobil-mobil kerennya nih, campur-campur, dan mobil-mobil yang di sini tuh bukan mobil-mobil biasa. Jadi mobil luar biasa. Kita lihatnya dari M3, ada yang di sebelah situ, terus ada Range Rover, Defender, S-Class, Porsche, dan memang mereka ini terkenal untuk menghandle mobil-mobil supercar ya. Jadi nggak cuma mobil biasa doang yang dihandle, dan kita bisa lihat juga nih ada Ferrari yang edisi khusus di sini juga lagi ada di service. Ini gue berasanya lagi kayak jalan-jalan di Jerman deh guys. Ya, kita lihat ini workshop areanya. Lagi ada Lamborghini apa ini? Kontak atau apa ya? Oh, Diablo. Ini lagi ada Diablo di sini nih. Wah, gokil ya. Rasanya kayak lagi jalan-jalan beneran di daerah Jerman. Padahal ini lagi ada di daerah Jakarta Utara. Dan kita bisa lihat juga nih ada McLaren, plus ada Porsche klasik loh lagi ada di sini juga nih. Ini daerah sini kayaknya tempat untuk cuci mobilnya ya, jadi lagi ada mobil LX600 juga yang habis diservis dan mau dibersihin di sini. Nah, tadi yang handle gue namanya Darren, dia dari UK, masih lagi agak repot ngurusin mobil. Ntar begitu udah sempet, yuk kita langsung ngobrol sama dia. Nah, jadi kenapa gue memberanikan diri ya bawa mobil kemari, karena memang di sini menurut gue alat-alatnya sangat-sangat komplit, sangat-sangat proper, dan workshopnya gue juga suka. Kita nanti mau ngerjain Civic Type R kita yang sebelum kita bawa Mandalika untuk setup di sini kaki-kakinya ya. Nah, jadi memang kendalanya adalah mereka sih bilang katanya kalau mobil bagus itu harus yang namanya corner weight balance nanti kalau udah ganti suspension, karena kan ketika kita ganti geometri mobilnya segala waktu dipendekin segala beda. Seharusnya ada alat namanya corner weight balance, tapi di sini mereka tahu cara gunanya, mereka bisa karena mereka udah set banyak mobil balap di GT3 cars ya, balap GT3. Cuman di sini memang belum ada karena workshop ini masih baru banget. Nanti katanya ada kemungkinan ke depannya mungkin bisa diadakan alat itu. Dan menurut gua kalau udah ada alat itu akan ngerubah banget sih ya yang namanya setup suspension itu jadi benar-benar yang namanya proper gitu. Terus sekarang ini sih nanti kita akan cari cara gimana caranya si Type R bisa install suspension dan kalau bisa udah ada corner weight balance ini. Oke guys, sekarang di sebelah gua nih udah ada Mr. Darren. Darren, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
that's
guys,
correct.
this is Mr. Darren. He's from UK, United Kingdom.
Yeah, United Kingdom.
And he's taking charge of the what here?
I'm workshop manager.
Workshop manager.
So I oversee the workshop, make sure these guys get trained up to European specifications, basically.
Okay, so this is when I do the workshop tours. I walk over there. I see myself in like Germany or in UK. I did not see myself in Indonesia.
So
I was amazed at the Porsches and everything here.
Yeah, we do everything from high-end stuff. Like say the Porsches, your Lamborghinis, your Ferraris.
Right.
But we also do your run-of-the-mill everyday cars. You know, even like your Toyota IQs.
Oh, you still do that?
Yeah. we don't specifically do one thing. We do everything. So.
Okay. As you got the money, you can bring the cars here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
So I'm telling my viewers that I'm bringing my car here. It's not my car. It's a customer car, GR Yaris, because I want to test on the spurring the wheel alignment here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to bring my other car here as well, the Civic Type R, before we're going to Mandalika.
Yeah.
So can you explain what's the difference?
So the sporting system we have is Wiesbath. It's a German brand. They've been going for a very long time. It's probably longer than I've even been in the motor trade.
Okay.
This is the latest system, which is separate cameras, which are mobile. Its specification is all brands. All up-to-date brands, and it's on a fixed points on the ramp that we have, but it's also mobile. We can actually do it at a customer's house if we need to, and it's very accurate. And it has the radar system available, so we can do the radars on all cars.
Okay, so by the mean mobile, you mean we can actually take the alignment tools?
Yeah.
Can you show it to us? Because I've never seen any mobile wheel alignment here.
The head units for each wheel.
Okay.
Which is pretty standard stuff on most equipment. But here we have the cameras, which is on a bracket here. But these can be removed. And as you can see under here, we have feet which are adjustable to make it the correct level. So it can be done on the floor, on a flat floor in customers' houses.
Even we can take this to the track as
You
well.
can take this to the race circuit.
Really nice.
So you could have that at the race circuit, and you could be checking anything.
Okay. So this is, I've never seen something like this here.
This is the latest equipment from Wiesbath.
Okay.
Which we wanted to invest to be able to go into the future with it.
Okay, so let me take a look at the tools. Yeah, so this is like a new game changer here, yeah? Because before, when we go to the alignment shops, and then we can see like the big TV on the screen from there, and then they have the sensor. You have to put the display there.
Yeah. So we can, this is all Bluetooth side of things, so we can have it connected to a TV screen in the waiting area, so that the customer can see what's going on with the specifications with this car.
So they don't have to be sweaty here, right?
No, only me.
Okay, so these things are connected to like a laptop or a display phone?
So we have a tablet that is connected to.
Okay, can you show it?
Yeah, so here we have the tablet. Okay, for the system, can you get this money? So it's all wireless, so it's just a standard tablet that it connects to. And then obviously we have the main hub over there.
Okay, so this is the main software.
The main software is the receiver.
Oh yeah.
Then
Just a
obviously,
small receiver.
yeah. And then obviously the printers go over there as well, so we can do printouts.
Okay, so this is the example of our work car.
Yes.
This is the GR Yaris, M-Road.
Yes. So obviously this is the one that we've done first, and then we've adjusted it to specifications for track.
Okay.
As we spoke about earlier.
Yeah. But since this car is, the suspension already changed, but the top mount is not. So can we do lots of things here?
Yeah, I mean, once we get the top mounts changed here to adjustable, then obviously we can then adjust the cambers
even more.
Yeah. And at the side of the circuit, again, you can adjust them to suit the circuit or the driver. And again, you'd be able to take the sporing system with you, and you can check it as you go along, so you know you're accurate and not just a guesswork.
Alright, okay, cool. So at the moment saat ini kita kelimit dengan suspensi ini karena top mountnya masih menggunakan standar, jadi nggak banyak yang bisa dirubah. Tapi at least ini udah cukup lah buat nge-track. And si Darren ini dulunya dia ada background di dunia balap. Langsung aja kita tanya-tanya. So I heard from my friend that you and Thomas were originally background from a motorsport circuit.
Yeah. We both of our background is from motorsport and GT cars.
Oh, GT cars.
Yeah,
Race car.
Yeah, we've both done GT World Challenge.
Okay.
I've done British GT, GT Cup, a lot of circuits around the UK. For many years now. I've done other things like Le Mans Classics with LMP1 cars. And I've done smaller cars, which was Ford Fiestas for a junior championship for 14-year-olds.
So yeah, this thing is really easy for you then, just maintaining the regular car, just changing the oils and programming must be really easy for you guys.
Once you know a car, you know a car, but you're always going to get your problems.
Okay, so I think I come to the right place because I met him and Thomas, who really knows about the racing stuff. Because I'm going to do like a track car. I'm preparing my car for track time attack car. So I might need your help on setting up the car.
Not a problem. Obviously, we're here and we can help you out. If you need us at the circuit, we can come to some arrangement.
Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Nah, jadi tadi kita udah ngobrol ya sama Darren. Dia sangat ngerti banget yang namanya racing suspension setup. Karena memang benar-benar dulunya dia, tadi gue udah sempat ngobrol-ngobrol ya sebelum kita tag video ini, kita ngobrol sama dia dan Thomas, yang Thomas lagi di dalam sekarang. Mereka benar-benar backgroundnya dari dunia balap. Jadi ya ngomongin soal suspension setup ini mah gampang banget lah buat dia. Jadi yang di Yaris ini karena banyak adjustmentnya yang juga belum bisa dirubah ya, karena control armnya, terus dia punya top mount suspensionnya juga masih standar. At least kita bikin dia udah ready dulu buat track ya, untuk cambernya tadi disetel. Paling nggak dia nggak cambernya miring-miring sebelah gitu. Nah habis ini kita akan tes lagi nanti bagaimana mobilnya. Ini ya, yang bisa dilakuin di sini tuh ada restoration, coding, body repair, terus detailing, PPF. Jadi memang bukan cuma workshop ganti oli biasa doang, tapi banyak yang bisa dilakuin. Nah kita sekarang jalan-jalan di main lobby areanya. Ada Ferrari apa nih? Ini ada Ferrari apa ya? Mari kita lihat. Gua nggak terlalu hafal soal Ferrari, jadi tipe-tipenya gua nggak tahu. Tapi ini kayaknya kalau dilihat ini GTB ya. Ferrari GTB bukan? Ini jadi mobil jualannya Ivan Motor nih. Jadi workshop ini sendiri, pit stop itu adalah workshopnya Ivan Motor. Jadi di sini mereka melakukan yang namanya tune up service dari mobil-mobil yang mereka jual. Makanya semua bisa dilakuin di sini. Ya jadi itu bentuk after sales service-nya dari workshop mereka ya. Oke, sekarang kita bareng sama Darren, kita mau tes mobilnya dulu nih katanya untuk make sure apakah sudah oke, spuringannya udah lurus, dan sekalian gue mau suruh dia coba ya ngerasain ini mobil yang kita udah ganti setupnya segala gini, gimana nih menurut dia kira-kira. So this is your first time driving the GR Yaris?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to close the... So, any comments on the car?
It's quite stiff.
Quite stiff. I did some adjustment on the rebound and the compression.
Yeah.
Actually, I was meant to tune it like in track, but the roads here is pretty rough, rough and bad.
You cannot do it on these roads. You have to be on a circuit too. You have to set something up properly.
And the exhaust is quite loud,
Yeah.
We use the Catalyst downpipe here. So comparing the cars, the road here compared to where you came from, is it like day and night difference?
Completely. The road quality is a lot better in the UK, but Germany is even better.
Yeah, Germany I think it's
a lot better.
They also have the Autobahn,
Yeah.
Okay, here it's always traffic like 724.
Yeah, and you have these scooters as well.
Yeah.
Which you have to be careful of.
So I was wondering how you guys can test the supercars, because first gear, second gear already like 150, 200 kilometers.
Yeah, we go up on the highway on the toll roads. It's the only way we can test them properly.
Yeah. Oh damn, very hard.
If it's just a quick job that we've done, we'll do this little route we do here. But supercars we tend to do on the highway.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can't use the car to its potential, and quite often when it's at its potential is where the problems are.
Yeah. For example, like high boost and then the car misfiring.
Yeah. Under full load.
Yeah, right. Okay.
That's where you quite often find your problems.
Yeah. So, based on your experience, so you've been working here already 1 year?
Almost 1 year.
Almost
this year. This month, yes, will be 1 year.
So, what is the number one problem that happens in the cars that coming to pit stop?
I suppose one of the most common problems is the air conditioning.
Air conditioning?
Because it's used all the time here. So we get a lot of air conditioning problems.
Okay.
Whereas in Europe you don't need air conditioning all year round.
You guys use the warmer, yeah?
Yeah, we have to use the heater.
Yeah, we don't use the heater here. I even took off the heater sometimes.
Yeah, so it's very, very common problem for air conditioning not working, leaks, things like that.
All right.
A lot of software issues. Obviously with later cars now, there's a lot of electronics with computers on them.
Because they tend to have like under voltage?
Obviously the supercars, if they're not used,
and then
you get a lot of issues because of the low volts. But as you all know, like with your phones and laptops, you're always updating the software on them. It's the same as a car.
Yeah.
You have to, they have to update software and stuff.
So if the car has not been using for several times, and then is it better for us to put them on like a battery charger to maintain the electricity?
Yeah. We like to put optimizers, as I call them. They just balance the battery and keep it in a good condition. Battery conditioner.
Because under voltage kills the module, sometimes.
Yeah, and it brings up faults in the modules. So you'll get a lot of running issues, warning lights.
Okay. Jadi mobil-mobil di Indo tuh kebanyakan nggak dipakai ya. Jadi taunya cuman pakai udah setahun sekali. Nah begitu dipakai baterai tekor. Makanya jadi disaranin sih katanya kalau bisa dicas ya. Jadi nggak cepet-cepet rusak karena kan sering kali bikin yang namanya tuh bebannya jadi berat gitu ke elektronik. Jadi kurang lebih mobil-mobil supercar itu kalau jarang dipakai malah rusak. Makanya sering-sering dipakai dong. Jangan cuma dipakai buat mejeng doang, tapi dibawa juga untuk sesekali dibawa ke tol untuk dibawa ke boot juga. Okay, so we're back now already at the stop. So everything is okay now?
Yeah, I mean obviously only a long run we'll tell. From the short run we've done, I'm happy with the steering wheel.
All right.
In a great position.
Yeah.
Obviously with the uneven road surfaces here, it really does affect where the wheels are. But yes, I'm happy with that.
Okay, then I'll try the car and let you know if there's any problem.
Yes, that's the best thing to do once you've done a long run. Let us know. If you're not happy with it, then obviously come back to us.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Nah guys, sambil gua nunggu nih sekarang ya mau bayaran, kita ditemenin sama Pak Eko nih. Salam kenal Pak Eko. Ini dia nih Pak Eko, ini adalah bagiannya di sini sebagai operational manager dari pit stop otomotif. Siap. Ngobrol-ngobrol dikit nih ya Pak ya.
Boleh.
Taruh sini. Gimana nih Pak Eko? Jadi dulunya Pak Eko udah bersama Ivan Motor dari dulu.
Betul, dulu dengan Ivan Motor sekitar 5 tahun.
5 tahun. Oke.
5 tahun. Begitu pit stop ini ambil alih manajemennya. Ivan Motor kan sudah nggak ada lagi. Ivan Workshop sudah berubah menjadi pit stop. Jadi semuanya pindah ke
Ivan
pit stop.
Khusus penjualan mobil aja.
Betul.
Okay.
Ivan fokus untuk selling unit. Kita fokus untuk after sales.
Betul. Dan yang di pit stop ini kita lihat, jadi banyak kan mobil-mobil prestigious ya kalau bisa bilang ya.
Ya,
mobil supercar.
ya.
Lihat.
Mobil-mobil prestige plus supercar.
Tapi nggak menutup kemungkinan yang ibaratnya punya Alphard atau Velfire
Dengan
mau
senang
troubleshoot diterima
apapun
juga.
yang kita bisa lakukan kita akan lakukan karena kan ada beberapa customer juga yang mobilnya kan jelas biasanya
Betul.
tidak hanya satu.
Iya.
Ada mobil keluarga, ada mobil sportnya dan lain-lain.
Betul.
Iya.
Nah, yang menjadi pembeda nih Pak, selain mobilnya supercar semua gitu, apa nih Pak dari pit stop ini?
Kita begitu kita masuk ke sini kita boleh dibilang kita melengkapi diri dengan semua peralatan untuk bisa mendeteksi maupun mengerjakan mobil-mobil terbaru.
Oke.
Baik dari scanner, kemudian perlengkapan mekanikal yang lainnya. Scanner kita boleh dibilang hampir setiap brand kita ada.
Iya.
Ada mulai untuk yang Ferrari, misalnya Leonardo, kemudian ada Piwisvo, ada Bosch untuk universal, dan juga ada untuk seperti Bosch, Piwis, kemudian ada Leonardo misalnya.
Dan memang semua software yang dipakai ini software original ya,
Iya.
bilangnya. Nggak ada jalan pintas di sini.
Iya,
gitu.
betul.
Oke. Jadi yang punya mobil-mobil baru kan pusingnya kadang gimana ya? Banyak nih, kita nggak sebut
Iya.
merek deh ya. Ada merek-merek mobil top yang ibaratnya dia masukin tipe atasnya, tapi begitu ada masalah mereka nggak bisa menyelesaikan.
Betul. Karena bukannya nggak bisa, tetapi hanya keterbatasan.
Mungkin ya mobil ini dia cuma
Facility,
masukinnya dikit dan dia nggak punya nih special toolsnya. Jadi kalau di sini pasti aman.
Ada. Kita bisa bantu. Seandainya ada sesuatu juga kita ada. Biasanya mereka kita ada si bulenya. Ini akan komunikasi ke
Headquarter
Ukraine,
gitu.
Ukraine atau UK.
Oke.
Jadi mereka kan ada tim viewer yang mereka bisa bantu kita.
Oh ya, bisa untuk programming ya.
Ya,
atau
betul.
coding. Oke. Jadi yang namanya error modul tuh tadi saya ngobrol sama Darren pas lagi kita tes mobil, dia bilang, saya tanya masalahnya yang paling sering apa sih? Dibilang kebanyakan tuh modul-modulnya pada ada yang rusak, error karena jarang pakai mobilnya. Gitu.
Betul.
Sama AC katanya sering problem kalau di sini.
Nah, betul AC karena ini salah satu negara tropis, jadi mungkin beban AC-nya terlalu berat, jadi boleh dibilang running terus. Sementara kalau di Europe kan kebalikannya ya.
Jadi mobil-mobil mewah gini juga kalahnya sama udara panas juga ya.
Panas, lembab dan lain-lain ya.
Tapi memang ya yang namanya mobil begini perawatannya beda lah ya sama mobil biasa. Tapi bisa
lebih detail, lebih rinci.
Siap.
Nah, jadi terutama kalau mobil misalnya kebetulan masuk ke sini, kita apapun yang kita temukan kita kasih advice. Misalnya ada orang yang belum mau ganti saat itu juga mungkin nextnya.
Oke. Iya. Jadi pokoknya yang namanya servis semua bisa dilakuin di sini deh, mobil-mobil gitu. Jadi buat kalian yang punya mobil dan mencari ibaratnya bengkel alternatif selain bengkel resminya, langsung aja bawa ke sini, ketemu sama Pak Eko juga di sini. Thank you loh waktunya Pak Eko.
Sama-sama.
Nanti kita balik lagi ke sini untuk yang mobil satunya ya. Thank you.